You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. All right, LSU added another cornerback to its class on Thursday. Jeremiah Hughes out of Bishop Gorman in Vegas popped for the Tigers, and Jeremiah is good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. Hey, man, happy Friday. Congrats on your commitment, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Hey, man, I saw your tweet. So you committed on your parents' anniversary. Was that intentional?
Yeah, it was just something that they could be able to feel like they were special about. So that's the main reason I did it.
Did you have any hesitancy about making the decision now, or were you solid to LSU? You knew you were going to commit, and you were just going to do it on that date in particular?
I had actually silently committed while I was out there, and I waited till that day to make sure it was public, to make sure that that's exactly where I wanted to go.
So you silently committed. Did your parents know you silently committed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, okay. That's pretty cool either way, man. Because if you had silently committed and they didn't know, that'd have been one thing. So let me ask kind of like a big picture, obvious question. Why LSU? Why did you pick the Tigers?
LSU is just a prestigious school all around. Like, if you're a big player, that's where you go. I feel like I'm a pretty big player, so that's just a big opportunity for me. And for me to be able to take the opportunity is big because not everybody gets to do this. And that's just the biggest reason, and it's DBU. If you want to be the best DB, go to the league, get paid the big bucks. That's where you go to get developed.
What DBs do you remember watching play at LSU? I would assume you're a college football fan, so you've seen these guys play.
Yeah, I watched Derek Stingley for sure. Elias Ricks a little bit when he was there. I got a couple Patrick B highlights that I watched.
Nice.
LaRon Landry.
Oh, okay.
And LaRon Landry, Demon. And Jay Ward for sure.
Yeah, man. It's funny. LaRon Landry was a high school quarterback at Hahnville, and he showed up at LSU, and then he started hitting the curl machine, and then turned into an absolute monster. Jeremiah Hughes with us. Let's talk about how. Because a kid from Las Vegas, it's not often that dudes from Vegas end up at LSU. So how did this how did it start with you and the staff?
It was really Coach Steeples. He had followed me, and you see a LSU follower, you automatically get interest. I showed him my highlights. He liked them. And my old DB coach, Coach Nico, he had actually asked him about him. And then Coach Nico just put in good words. He was saying, like, how I am as a player. And Coach Steeples liked me. We got up there for a visit, and we really just hit it off.
So basically what you're saying is Robert Steeples he followed you on social media? That's how the connection started. It's just amazing, dude, because you think about it, Jeremiah, in a you don't know a pre-internet world, but like a pre-Twitter world, for a person from Vegas like yourself to have an opportunity at LSU, it's just almost hard to imagine how it could even happen. So, what was it about Coach Steeples? Like, walk me through when you came on your visit here. What made you comfortable with Coach Steeples and the rest of the staff?
Coach Steeples, he just welcomed me in, and we started talking. He told me about, like, his past, how he used to play, and he told me how he used to train. I really like that because nobody else, like, really tells you how they used to get it in. And, like, it's amazing to see that he knows, like, what to tell his players because he's done it before. And he's also just like me. Like, me and him both pretty chill dudes. We hit off. We had some great conversations. Him and my mom got along. When I went on the official visit, he made sure that I felt like that was going to be home.
Did you there's the picture of you with Coach Steeples and Brian Kelly. We're showing it to our YouTube audience right now. What were your impressions of Brian Kelly?
Brian Kelly's awesome. He has some great conversations with my mom. What he's building at LSU is great. He wants to change the program to be like graduating champions, building players, building students, and building men as well. And that's really the biggest thing in life that you want. And it's just amazing to know that someone actually cares about the kids like that, to be able to help them be men and students, not just football.
What are you going to study?
It's either psychology or I'm going to stay around medicine right now. I mean, sports.
Okay. Like sports medicine?
Something around there, just to get back to the community of sports. The football community, yeah.
You know what I think about broadcast? You might have a future there, man, if you're interested.
Yeah, I
might. Hit me up when you get here, man. I'd love to have you in the studio.
Got you.
Tell us a little more about your impressions of Baton Rouge and the campus. So, like, how long were you here when you came for your visit?
I got it was 2 to 3 days. When I got in, I didn't really get to see nothing crazy. But on the way from the airport to the hotel we were staying at, I got to see like the views, like how beautiful Baton Rouge is. And it's just like a community. It just looks so put together, so down to earth. It's just amazing. Everyone's there together. Everyone supports the football team, and it's just amazing to see. It's a great community to be in.
A little more green than the desert, huh?
Yeah, way more green than the desert. I'm out here right now.
What did you think of I've been to Vegas, obviously, and during the summer when it's like 110. It's a little different here. So what did you think about the weather as compared to being in the desert?
Yeah, I was born in Pine Bluff, so I'm really used to the humidity. It's different.
All right, so you were born in Pine Bluff. Then what sent you out to Vegas?
It was better opportunities for my family. My mom and dad thought that it was going to be better for me and my brother if we moved out here instead of staying in Pine Bluff. It's just better opportunities out here. And then we got out here, we saw Bishop Gorman, and we was just like, yeah, if we want to go, that's where we got to go.
Yeah, man. Gorman was on Snoop and Son, right?
Yeah.
And wasn't that the name of the show, Snoop and Son?
Yeah, it was.
Did they still talk about that over there, Gorman? Like, is that a thing?
Nah, not really.
Okay. I mean, it's been a minute.
We talk about the players on that team, but we don't really talk about the show.
Got it. All right, a couple more things for you. And Jeremiah Hughes is with us, LSU commitment, cornerback out of Vegas. Do you plan to enroll early?
We're still trying to figure that out right now, but if I can, I will.
Okay.
But if my school requires me to be able to like finish the whole thing, to be able to walk across the stage, it's up to my mom, really.
Sure. When you get to LSU, have they talked to you? The coaches talked to you about what the plan would be for you and how you fit into the secondary.
The plan was just to make me that lockdown corner that they always have, like the dude that followed the best receiver, the dude that want all the top guys. That's just what I want to be. And that's what we were talking about.
Where do you think? And look, I mean, you're just going into your senior year of high school. Where do you think that you have still room to improve, develop, and grow?
Everywhere, honestly. You can't always be. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's what I'm trying to get to, perfection. Like everything I do, my man skills, my zone skills, my hips, my press, all that. Just trying to perfect it all.
Jeremiah Hughes, y'all give him a follow on Twitter and Instagram, newest LSU Tiger. You talking to other recruits about possibly joining you in Baton Rouge?
Yeah, I got a couple I got in mind.
Or who you got in mind?
I can't say too much.
The coaches can't say, but you can say. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say, man.
I didn't want to put them in a bad position. I don't know.
I got you.
Yeah.
All right, man. It's a pleasure. Thanks for bearing with us, man. I know we had some issues with the phone and connectivity and all that. I really appreciate you being a trooper with it. Congrats on your commitment, man. We'll be in touch, all right?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.